Namaste. As we are celebrating Guru Purnima, so it's the special celebration for one of the greatest of the rishis, Maharshi Ved Vyasa, and we celebrate this auspicious day for expressing our love and our gratitude towards our gurus and the masters. So we thought we will do a little bit of satsang on understanding the concept and the ideas about the guru, so we know what we're celebrating or where we're going. The word guru, it's sort of, for lots of people, it can be quite a fancy word. It seems to be quite a big fashion for many people, having a guru or finding a guru. And then also there are lots of stories and all sorts of myths and the pros, cons, good, bad, like anything else. There are lots of different viewpoints on the concept. The word guru itself, it comes from our ancient Sanskrit language, the language from the Bharatvarsha, the Indian subcontinent. It's a language known as the language of the gods, Devanagari. In that, then, the word from Sanskrit, this guru comes from the two roots, gu and the ru, which translates as the one who leads us away from the darkness into the light or into the wisdom. So the one who helps us to dispel or remove or free ourselves from all the darkness, all the ignorance. The word guru also referred as the Surya. Surya is understood as the one of the first gurus, and we use it like a symbolic form. Just like when the sun comes out in morning, the sunrise, the darkness dispels or disappears or dissolves. So the guru is that form of energy or the principle which actually gives us all the wisdom or all the practices, the kriyas and prakriyas we need on this spiritual evolutionary journey. Another word we use for the guru is the Sad Guru or the Sat Guru. So the two words, we have the Sat or Sad. Both translate as the truth, but it's not the truth we know, it's the truth that we have experienced. So the word Sad Guru we use for more highly evolved sort of siddhas or the masters who have experienced the truth, the reality, or the jnana, the wisdom of the Atman and then the Paramatman, the individual self, Purusha, and then the divine or the cosmic self. As in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains that a guru is the one who has experienced this true knowledge or the wisdom of the self, Atmadarshi. And then he used the second word, is the Tattvadarshi. So the one who has acquired the experience and understanding of the elementary formation of the divine cosmos or the universe, the creation that we live in. And then we also have the word that the Ishwaradarshi, or the one who has attained union or experience or realization, the meeting, communion with the divine or the higher concepts of the divinity. So in a really simplified way, we can really sort of see Guru as the one who teaches us or gives us the sort of explain us all the concepts, principles, kriyas, prakriyas on understanding our mind, the science and concepts behind our consciousness or the Atman, and also who gives us the guidelines on all the obstacles, our mind and our perceptions, experiences, sense organs, and then how to overcome, to transcend ourselves beyond our sensory experience or the sensory input. Now the significance of Guru in our modern time, and similarly like in ancient time, has been quite an important aspect, especially in Hindu or the Indian traditions, Indian culture. The Guru is quite a significant term or a person who sort of seen not just as a spiritual guide, but the one who facilitates the space, the place or the ashram, the Guru Kula, we have the word for it, where Guru is the master, the teacher, the guide, and the Kula is the womb. So where a student, a follower, a seeker can actually go and live under the guidance of the master or the Guru. And not only learning, but also practicing and following these wisdom practices, these spiritual awakening practices to attain their own experience. And then the Guru is also the word we use for the one who follows the path. So the Guru is not the preacher, it's not a teacher is more of the one who teaches us from his or her own experience. So the one who follows, Acharya, or the Siddha, the one who has mastered. So these are some of the words we use, and in some sort of texts we use the word for the guru as see the guru as a guardian. So in an explanatory way, guru can be seen as a guide, as a mentor, advisor, counselor, a peacemaker, a healer, a teacher, leader, protector. So there are many forms a guru can take place in our life, as a guide or as a mentor to help us to live our life to our optimum potential, so we can attain that highest peace. And then the guru also sort of provides us all the teachings that we need to re-attain our highest potential and have some inner peace. Guru also facilitates this ashram system where we have the concept of Satsanga. So the Sat is the truth and Sangha is the seekers. So the place the guru can hold where we can come together into that union, into that one space where we encourage each other, motivate each other. So there are many forms. Some people see guru as the one who teaches us sort of the mystical or the esoteric teachings, or see the guru as someone who can come and just give us the light or wisdom. But in a true sense, guru is actually not the one who does things for us. Guru is just showing us or pointing the finger or giving us the practices and tools so we live or follow our own path. As you know, in one of the verse where the Kabir says that, my guru and the God, the divine itself, they both are standing in front of me. Who should I bow first? And he said, I choose to bow to my guru, because my guru has shown me the path, shown me the light, or has given me the ability to experience the divine myself. So the guru gives you the tools and practices so you can experience that divine or that concept in yourself. Now, when we look at the concept of this guru in our ancient and modern perspective or present time, I guess there is a completely different dimensions. In ancient time, a disciple, a follower, or a chela, student will come and live with the guru or in the ashram setup. As long as they need to learn the practices, they will have to prove their eligibility, they are good enough, and they will have to follow a certain code of conduct and discipline. So the life was like a very strict sort of spiritual lifestyle with the virtues under the guidance of the guru. And the guru will look after us or protect us in that setup. Obviously in modern time it has changed quite a lot. Some of the reasons can be as the teachings now are very easily available. In ancient time you will have to really go out and seek or find a guru, and he was very strict that a student will have to find a guru, or the guru will have to find the student. And when the two appropriate or the right sort of people meet together, then the teachings will manifest. The teachings will pass down from the guru to the student. Now we have the teachings available through our online resources, the books. They are easily available in public domain. We can go on YouTube and listen on any topic, any subject we want to. But I guess the difference between the guru and what we're talking here, the concept of the guru chela or the concept of ashram, the satsanga, and then this online portal or the public domain resources, it provides us so much knowledge, so much wisdom that we might need, or giving us that intelligent information and everything. But being in touch or being in contact with the guru or into the ashram system, it actually provides so much more than just the information. It gives us that nurturing space. It gives us the motivation. There is someone to actually mentor us, someone who can sort of do our own diagnosis, look at ourselves, and then guide us individually. And this is what in ancient time, the gurus might have many disciples living in the same ashram, but they will actually look at each and every student. They will study them properly from physical and psychological perspective, and then the practices will be given to each and every individual student what is suitable for them. Then the Guru can also keep giving us a little bit of push, a little bit of moving forward, that encouragement that we need. In our experience, it's very interesting. Whenever we're feeling that there is something missing or we don't have the drive, then we get sometimes we just get a message, sometimes we get some teachings, some links that's shared by our teachers, Dr. Ananda and then the Amaji, that suddenly just lifts you up. It just gives you a little push forward in life. So that's a sort of like a really sort of, when we're looking at the difference between the two concepts. But again, when we come to choosing a guru, or shall I have a guru or not, or what sort of guru I'm looking for, it is an individual choice. Some of us are very self-driven. Some people can actually pick a practice from a book, from an online resource, or a YouTube video, or someone like we sharing the satsang on Facebook. Someone can pick a practice and follow it. So if you really have that strong self-driven force, then maybe you say, okay, I don't need a guru. I can just find that guru in all these cosmic wisdom shared into the public domain. But then there are other people who need some kind of enforcement, some kind of guidance, some kind of approval, and some kind of these subtle suggestions. Then finding or seeking for a guru, I guess, will be the answer for those people. Now let's just think of, why do we need guru, or do I need a guru or not, or what is the importance in our life? Just think for a moment, in the morning or we have woken up and decided, let's go and experience something different. Maybe you fancy visiting a temple or church or a mosque, or maybe a museum or a beach or a river or a particular place. Especially if it is a really particular place which you don't know where it is and you don't know how to get to it. Well, off you go. You're out of the door and you're either walking, you get into a car, you drive, or now if you don't know, you will have to keep walking, going around and around, and until you get to your destination. Now I believe some of us will get to the destination and others might not. And for me, I really picked up these two really great people that we all know very well from our history, like Vasco da Gama and Columbus. They both left to find the Bharatvarsha, or the India where they wanted to find this amazing wealth, and what they heard that there is something amazing. Now, because they never really knew, they just went out onto the journey. And if you have ever managed to read a bit of their discovery, their journey, it's a very amazing adventure. But it took them months and months of suffering. And Columbus, he ended up getting to West Indies, and he thought in the beginning that it's India. While like Vasco da Gama, yes, he managed to get there. Then the other people who, the second choice we can choose is like, okay, before I leave the door, let's look into what are my options. Now you might talk to friends, family, the place you're visiting, so you got a little bit of information. You might go on the Google map and look for the directions. And you might take the sat nav, or you might take the map guidelines on how do you get to your destination. Now what it does when you have taken the second choice, I guess it really gives you a structure. It makes your journey smooth, and it makes you to reach to your destination, your goal, more efficiently in time, and you save energy, you save your own self. So you have more potential to live and more sort of things, experiences you can go through. Third sort of concept on do I need a guru? Then also, when we're talking about this spiritual journey of self-realization, Atma-Jnana, or experience of the divine, experience of the higher, because we are going inward. We are going inward to seek for the truth. We are going beyond or out of our sensory experience or sensory input. Now, as many yogis and the scriptures describe, that this inner world is vast. It's actually whole universe exists within us, and we can be easily lost in it. So a guru can really give us the set of guidelines for each and every individual. Guru can guide us on the obstacles that we're going to face. Guru can sort of lift us every time we're feeling down or not feeling up to our practice or sadhana. You know, sort of like as you know, in one of the verse, Krishna talks about the sort of symbolically, he says, you know, as a guru or as a self-realized siddha, you want to become like an ocean. The ocean, you know, it has such a strong waves. So the waves are the example or the symbol of our mental and emotional whirlpools, ups and downs of the life. But he said in a normal situation, the ocean never go beyond its boundaries, its limits. Then the guru, actually, if you think of yourself as that flowing water, then guru, what he does, the guru channels our energy, becomes the mentor. So if you are falling from the top of the mountain like a spring or the waterfall, it gives you the right kind of guideline or gives you the channel, it gives you the path so you can get to your destination. He said otherwise, without that guideline, without that guidance, we are like a water or the floods. Now when we are flooding into that gust, you know, whatever comes in front of that flooding water, the flow of the flood, it destroys everything. So in that significance, the guru is the one who gives us the path, who shows the path, also channels our energy, tunes us into that right direction and right flow to attain this spiritual union within ourselves, and then also towards the higher or the divine or the cosmic system. Now, as earlier I was talking about, the guru sort of used many Sanskrit words that, or the significantly, we also use the word like the Surya, the sun, or we sometimes use the word like the Shiva, or we use the word Lord Krishna. Some of these divine aspects in form of the guru. Some people believe in a more of the astral or ethereal concept or idea of the guru. Now the guru can really be in yourself, you know, ultimately, as when we talk from the purest form of the yoga and then the wisdom on the guru, you know, we begin with sort of seeing the guru almost in each and every form. So if you look at your life, your first guru really become your parents or your guardians, because they are sharing their own experience, their own wisdom, their own guideline on how we can live our life to the best. Now, please do remember, when we are looking at them as a guru, as a teacher, well, they are sharing their best. Now, some of the teaching, some of the wisdom, maybe as you grow, you might not agree with it, or you might find maybe you could have done things different. Then we move into seeing or finding those teachings through our teachers, our society. So there are many gurus or the teachers, the guides that gradually lead us to the path, lead us to the realization. And it says, you know, your true guru or your Sadguru, your spiritual guru manifests in our life when it is the right time. And we always find the right or the suitable teacher, and our relation with the teacher or the guru can be seen as a friend, as a brother, sister, or a teacher. Now, the truest sort of the way, you know, the Vedic texts explain, the best relation with your teacher is the relation of friendliness, but with the huge respect, gratitude, appreciation, and faith. And Swamiji uses the word, you know, for me, when I see the word relation of the guru and shishya, or this friendly relation between the two, is seen as one of the most profound relation of love and care, because our interest in each other is the evolutionary interest. We seek for each other's evolution, we seek for each other's self-realization. Now, in this satsang, I guess I'll just sort of really conclude with few of the guidelines for some of us who are looking for the guru or that mentor in our day-to-day life. So we can really see a guru as a guide, who shows us the path, who gives us the guidance, who gives us the teachings. Please remember, the guru is not the one who is going to walk your path. Guru is not one who is going to say, if you give me your money, or if you give me what I want or what you got, then I bless you, I take over, or I free you from your karma, I free you from your suffering. The guru is the one who gives you the lamp. The guru is the one who gives you the guidance, or the practice, or the kiryas and prakriyas, not the one who walks your path. So this relation of most profound interest. So again, having that clear intention in the relation between your teacher and you. And the third sort of concept, the guru is not again to please your ego, or to rub that I, that asmita in us. Guru is not the one who is there to praise you all the time, to make you feel, wow, that's me, how great I am. Guru actually does the complete opposite of it, is constantly work on taking the layers off our ego, our mind, our unconscious and subconscious level layers, and all sorts of karmic and energetic toxins and blockages that we carry. So the guru helps us to remove them, not to actually put more layers or the more boundaries on it. Into the guru kula, or into this ashram systems, the seva is a really important sort of aspect, as in a modern terms we translate it as a service. But I guess for me, when I look at my own experience being into the ashrams, seva is really our service or offering to the teacher or to the guru, to look after the place, the area, the surroundings, and the basic needs of the teacher, to allow the teacher or the guru to have that time, have that energy, so when they come out, they're fully prepared to teach, share their wisdom, share their experience. So this concept of seva is actually can be also seen as a self-love or self-care, that you are supporting the teacher, the wise man or the woman, to come out and give you the teaching, give you the wisdom. So this concept of seva is the one way to look at supporting the teacher, supporting the ashram or the school, but also you are supporting yourself. It's like helping someone in cooking a meal, because we know that we're also going to eat. So there is the two ways to look at it. Some of the virtues that we need to really have in our practice, like gratitude, humbleness or being humble, faith, dedication, our right intentions and the right attitude. Also we need sort of intellectual understanding, because this relation, this concept of guru and shishya is not the blind faith. It's not just going for whatever comes in front, because we hear so many sort of other stories where people take advantage, people abuse. So in a way we also got to use some of our own intelligence or our own inner intuition to sort of using that instinct and the intelligence, and being aware to the surroundings and the situation, can help us to prevent ourselves sort of being prey to the abuse or the misguidance by the ashram, by the teachings or by the guru. As we hear about so many cults and so many places like that, which I would not go into too much detail, because there are not many of them. There are some amazing gurus and masters and teachings where you can really seek for guidance. Things we can do, a little bit of our self-research and feeling our instinct, the gut feeling, seeking some guidance from the friends and the students or the followers are around these gurus or these teachings, can give you, I guess, some ideas to choose the appropriate one. And just be really mindful, wherever you feel that someone is trying to take advantage, either it's a sexual advantage or the financial advantage under the name of spiritual awakening or the spiritual blessing. I personally would say it's time to run, it's time to escape. So really using that true sort of inner intuition to guide ourselves or to move ourselves upward and inward into the journey. Because in ancient times, a guru or a teacher will never take advantage at any level, either it's physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. And then the ninth one, as we looking at, it's interesting that we managed to come up with the 9 of these basic concepts or principles when you're looking for the guru. If you do find one, or even when you're seeking for one, around the teaching space, be cheerful. Be cheerful and follow your path sincerely. So when you are cheerful, you will always find the right intentions, the teachings, the wisdom, and you will understand them in much more truer sense. When we caught into the negativity, when we caught into that pain or suffering for whatever reason we are carrying it, we see everything negative, and then follow that path sincerely. So these are some of the ideas or the concepts I thought I wanted to share tonight. And yeah, when we do the next satsang, I guess I will talk a little bit of the qualities and the some of the ideas about the Sadguru or the true Guru. And then I will talk a little bit of some of the gurus and some of the stories that I have been through in my own journey.